Been there for quite a while.
What color was the sweatshirt?
It was a gray sweatshirt.
Gray sweatshirt. Was it dark gray or light gray?
It was light gray.
Okay. At Best Buy after picking up some supplies here in Reno, Nevada. We're on our way to work the Kiely Rodni case just down the street in Truckee, California. And Nick, a longtime supporter, fan of ours, appreciate you for coming up to us, possibly has some information in regards to the Kiely Rodni case. So why don't you explain a little bit about what you may have run into?
So my name is Nick. I work at an emergency roadside assistance program. I got a call up in Truckee, Boca, for a battery call. So pretty much that means that the vehicle can't start. So I went en route up there, found the vehicle. At the time, I didn't realize that this was a situation until later on. But
yeah, let me stop you right there.
Yeah.
You said you went to Boca.
Yes, sir. She was there all night and she couldn't get her vehicle started due to the fact that now we both realized it was in neutral. She was wearing a sweatshirt, so it looked like she has been there for quite a while.
What color was the sweatshirt?
It was a gray sweatshirt.
Gray sweatshirt.
Yeah.
Was it dark gray or light gray?
It was light gray. I saw she wasn't wearing a ball cap. With me, she was wearing a ball cap, and it was a blue ball cap. I'm sorry about that. Also, she had a guy with her, a thinner built guy is the best way I could put it. With a bro tank, and it was a white bro tank. He had some freckles on his face, or maybe it was acne or whatnot, but it was on both sides of his face. And he had that black San Francisco black base. It wasn't even baseball hat. It's a flat bill hat facing forward. It was kind of off to the sideways. Okay. Brown hair that's sticking out just a little bit on the sides.
Age, about the same age, a little older.
If you saw a picture of him, could you say yes or no?
His face, yeah. Also a little bit shorter than me, so I'm 6'3", okay. So he was shorter than me. I would put him probably a little under 6 foot, I would guess.
Was he white?
He was white. He was Caucasian, yeah. I didn't know. I assumed that this is her boyfriend. I mean, from how they're interacting with each other. But it was kind of like they were both kind of at unease is what it looked like for me, like as if either they had a crazy night or a crazy day, or there's something going on I couldn't know, and at the time I didn't realize what was. The female, which is Kiely, I realized after, she was very hesitant and very skeptical on everything that was going on. She was asking me really weird questions, like in the sense of, how do you put on your seatbelt correctly, and like, okay, and she asked me to show her on how to connect it to like her actual belt.
She seemed high or intoxicated, or?
I try not to judge people at that point, so I try not to, like, you know.
Possibly.
I thought that maybe she was either hungover or just had a really rough day. She looked distressed, is what I could best describe as if you're going through a lot. So and I understand, you know, some people go through things, but now looking back at it, now it raises suspicion to me, and I know the detective on, okay, what is actually going on, what did happen that day, and what was the reason for her being gone.
Camping in that campground right there? Or do you think she's just broken down?
I think she, like, I mean, the campgrounds are farther down, like a little bit, like you're closer to the beach, so she possibly could have been there, but like in her car, there was nothing in her car, like it was just seats. There wasn't like camping gear, you know, a tent or a sleeping bag or pillows or anything like that. It was just like your normal seats.
Did you notice anything in particular in her car at all? Any
I mean,
stuff,
besides perfume bottles and like, yeah, actually there was a perfume bottle that was in the center console. And
what kind of vehicle was it that you responded to?
It was a gray, like a lightish gray Honda 4-door sedan.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Or SUV, I'm sorry.
SUV?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. And go ahead and describe what happened in the day after she disappeared.
To be honest with you, it's either right after she disappeared or right before she disappeared.
Okay.
When I was looking back under my GPS, under my phone, and where I've been, I was there both Saturday and Sunday. It's around noonish, like 11 o'clock in the morning when I got out to her.
Okay.
And at that point in time, once we finished everything, she did advise that she was going to be going home later in the day and that she needed to grab some things and she was going to be heading out. So I advised her that, hey, keep your vehicle running and, you know, you can get home. But during that period of time, after the period, I told her that I was going to leave and I hope you have a great day. Vehicle, I told her to keep it running for a couple of hours to obviously make sure everything is working good on the vehicle, charging system-wise. At that point in time, then I left, and then a week later is when I saw at a coffee shop that she was gone, and then that brought some.
You saw this on a flyer or something?
Yeah,
Wow.
I came in with my girlfriend. We went into a coffee shop, and it was a flyer, and I was just in awe. You know, I thought my eyes were playing tricks on me for a little bit because I'm like, that's the girl that I was working with. But then everything spiraled out of control, and I got in contact with the detective and tried to do everything I could, and yeah, and then I saw you guys. So I was like, all right, this is awesome. Like, we have cameras facing front and rear of our vehicles, as well as that we do have like audio, so we could pick up audio from inside and outside of the truck. So we did have that, and I'm guaranteed. I mean, my vehicle is facing directly towards hers, so and that's how I normally do it for my protection. But so you're able to see the full vehicle, including her and the male that was with her.
And your company has seized all of that, and they're working with the authorities on all that information.
Yes, sir.
But it's probably bare.
The investigators said it's his biggest lead that he has on the case. Yeah.
Everything you just heard unfolded right here where I'm standing. Talking about where Nick described him parking his service van. When he pulled up to give the battery service to Kiely, he parked his van right here, facing that direction. Her vehicle was parked right over here, facing 894.